This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, figure skaters keep Philippines' medal hopes alive. Lakers add Ukrainian 7-footer Alex Len to the roster after a trade setback. Albert Park gears up for record-breaking F1 crowd with upgrades. In the NBA, Karl Anthony Towns drops 40 as the Knicks outlast the Pacers. While the Toronto Raptors edge the Philadelphia 76ers to hand Philly a season-worst record. And join us in turning on the hunt mode in the newest archery range in the Metro. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 12th of February. Now here's our roundup. Team Philippines continues to make waves at the 9th Asian Winter Games in Harbin, China, with remarkable performances across various events. In the figure skating mixed pair short program, the dynamic duo of Isabela Gamez and Alexander Korovin delivered a stellar routine, securing 4th place in the finals with a score of 155.62 points. Despite not making a podium finish, the country is still proud of their excellent performance on the ice. Now in the women's single skating short program, Filipino figure skaters Catherine Limketkay, who dazzled with a stellar performance, achieved a score of 45.28, secured 9th place and the strong finish for the team. While Sophia Lexi Jacqueline Frank captivated the crowd with her graceful routine to Donna Summer's Last Dance, earning a total score of 43.55. Paolo Borromeo also delivered a strong performance in the men's single skating short program, scoring 61.11 to claim 9th place. He will compete in the men's free skating event on February 13, determined to improve his standing. Now in other events, 15-year-old Leitas Amihan Rabe competed in the women's free ski big air event, finishing 6th against elite athletes with a score of 119.50 points. The event schedule was adjusted due to anticipated strong winds, limiting practice time. China's Liu Mengting claimed gold with 175.50 points. The Philippine men's curling team, led by Filipino-Swiss curlers Mark and Enrico Feister and Christian Haller, secured a dominant 11-3 victory against Chinese Taipei, guaranteeing their spot in the knockout qualification round against Japan. A win will advance them to the semifinals against China. Now on the women's side, the Philippine curling team faces a critical match against South Korea to keep their medal hopes alive. Led by skip Kathleen Duberstein, the team aims to deliver a strong performance and progress to the medal rounds. As the Asian Winter Games continue, Team Philippines remains determined to make history and bring pride to the nation with their inspiring performances across all disciplines. The Los Angeles Lakers have brought in veteran center Alex Len on a free agent deal. The move comes after a trade for Charlotte's Mark Williams fell through when the big man reportedly failed a physical. Len, a 31-year-old 7-footer with 12 NBA seasons under his belt, joined the Lakers just days after being waived by the Washington Wizards. He becomes the team's 6th active NBA club member and a key addition to a frontcourt led by superstars Luka Doncic and LeBron James. This signing follows the Lakers' recent shakeup, which saw Anthony Davis head to Dallas in exchange for Doncic. With Davis gone, the Lakers were left in need of size and an interior presence. So enter Alex Len, who was reportedly close to signing with the Indiana Pacers before the Lakers' opportunity arose. Drafted 5th overall by the Phoenix Suns in 2013, Len has carved out a journeyman career across the league over 680 games. He's averaged 6.7 points and 5.3 rebounds with limited action in recent years. This season, he logged just 1.4 points and 1.8 rebounds per game for Sacramento before being sent to Washington in a 3-team trade last week. The Lakers made room for Len by releasing injured forward Christian Wood. With a 32-19 record and riding a 6-game win streak, the team currently sits 4th in the Western Conference standings. The 2025 Formula One Australian Grand Prix, set to kick off this season from March 14 to 16, is aiming to break attendance records once again at Melbourne's Albert Park. Last year's event drew 452,055 fans over 4 days, and organizers plan to slightly increase daily capacity this year while maintaining a premium fan experience. Key upgrades include a new 840-seat grandstand at Turn 6, offering prime views of the high-speed action at the reprofiled corner, which has become a favorite for fans and drivers. Other track adjustments, such as the reprofiled curbs and increased runoff areas, aim to enhance safety following past incidents. Infrastructure improvements, including a lake pontoon and overpass, will boost crowd flow, while the completion of Anzac Station by 2026 will make entry and exit even more convenient. Fans can also enjoy live performances at the Crown Lakeside Festival. With these enhancements, Albert Park is set to deliver another unforgettable season opener for Formula One fans. Now in the NBA, Karl Anthony Towns put on a show with 40 points and 12 rebounds, steering the New York Knicks to a 128-115 victory over the Indiana Pacers. It's the Knicks' 8th win in their last 10 games, solidifying their strong run this season. Josh Hart delivered big as well, racking up a season-high 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, while shooting an impressive 12 of 16 from the field. Miles McBride added a spark off the bench with 15 points, including some clutch shooting from deep. The Knicks pulled away in the fourth quarter using a 13-5 surge to build a comfortable 116-100 lead with just over 5 minutes left, courtesy of a Hart layup. From there, they kept their foot on the gas, clinching the season series against Indiana 2-1. Pascal Siakam led the Pacers with 24 points, while Benedict Mathurin contributed 18 off the bench. Thomas Bryant added 18 points and 9 boards. Tyrese Halliburton chipped in with 16 points and 8 assists, and Ben Shepherd rounded it out with 12. The Knicks are firing on all cylinders as they keep climbing in the East, showing that they're a team to watch come playoff time. Meanwhile, Scottie Barnes came up big with 33 points, while Emmanuel quickly chipped in 23 to help the Toronto Raptors snap a 4-game skid with a gritty 106-103 win over the Philadelphia 76ers. Grady Dick also stepped up, adding 17 points, including a clutch 3-pointer in crunch time. Barnes sealed the deal with a slick assist to Ochai Agbaji for a layup that gave the Raptors the lead for good with just over 90 seconds left. Now on the other side, Joel Embiid continued to do the heavy lifting for Philadelphia, finishing with 27 points and 12 rebounds. However, his effort wasn't enough to keep the 76ers from slipping to a season-worst 13 games below. Jared Butler provided a spark off the bench with 15 points, and Paul George added 12. But Tyrese Maxey struggled to find his rhythm, scoring just 5 points on a rough 1-for-9 shooting night, including 1-for-7 from beyond the arc. The Sixers' cold shooting from deep, just 9 of 38, proved costly in the tight matchup. The win gives Toronto a much-needed boost as they look to climb out of their slump, while the 76ers are left searching for answers in what's shaping up to be a very frustrating season. And here are more results from around the NBA. And now, here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Ever wondered what separates a good tennis player from a great one at the net? It's the art of the volley, a shot taken before the ball even touches the ground. The volley is a quick and decisive shot in tennis where the player intercepts the ball mid-air, typically near the net before it bounces on the court. It demands sharp reflexes, precise timing, and excellent control, making it a critical skill for aggressive play. Often used to end rallies, the volley allows players to put pressure on their opponents, dictating the pace and positioning of the game. While the forehand and backhand volley are common, the drop volley and punch volley add layers of strategy and creativity to this dynamic move. So, whether you're closing out a point with authority or crafting a delicate touch shot, mastering the volley is the key to owning the net and dominating the court. It's time now for our off-court buzzer. Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl 59 halftime show is still the talk of the town. It shattered records and drew 133.5 million viewers, according to Rock Nation. This surpasses the previous record held by Michael Jackson's iconic Super Bowl 27 performance. The Super Bowl itself averaged 126 million viewers, marking the highest ratings ever for the event, further solidifying its dominance as TV's most-watched program annually. Though it earned mixed reviews, Lamar's record-breaking performance highlights his cultural relevance, fresh off winning 5 Grammys, including Record of the Year and Song of the Year. Also making a buzz is Filipino racing sensation Bianca Bustamante, who is officially turning the page in her career as she bids farewell to McLaren and prepares to take on the GB3 Championship with Elite Motorsport. After 2 seasons with the F1 Academy, the maximum allowed in the series, Bustamante has closed an important chapter in her journey. She made history as McLaren's first ever female driver in their driver development program, but is now ready to chase her F1 dreams on a new track. Taking to social media, the 20-year-old reflected on her time with McLaren and shared her excitement for the next phase of her career. Reports earlier confirmed that McLaren and Bustamante parted ways, largely due to her F1 Academy tenure coming to a natural close. Despite the bittersweet goodbye, Bustamante expressed her gratitude to the working-based team. The GB3 season promises intense action with 8 triple-header rounds, and Bustamante will race alongside other rising stars, including F1 Academy 2024 champion Abby Pulley. We wish Bianca all the best. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 12th of February. When we return, who's got better aim? Catch me and Erica on the newest archery range in town. Watch out for that when we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. Filipinos are definitely good with the bow and arrow, with the likes of Andrea Robles making their mark on the global archery stage. Now, with the opening of the newest range in the metro, Erica and I tried the sport to know who's got better aim. Who won? Check this out.
On another episode of Anton vs. Erica, we fulfilled our Katniss Everdeen dreams by trying out the newest go-to archery range located in Quezon City.
Hello everyone, we are here at the opening of CD Archery in Quezon City, an outdoor archery facility that offers both for casual shooters and of course assisted coaching sessions as well that are perfect for all skill levels.
And to tell us all about CV Archery here on their opening day, we have with us Philippine team archery coach, Coach Nino Cinco. Coach Nino, thank you so much for the time and congratulations on the opening.
Coach, tell us, why should people try archery? Like, what are the habits and the benefits that we can actually pick up from this sport?
Archery is obviously it's one of the most basic survival skills man has ever had. If you notice, in prehistoric times, they were already hunting with bows and arrows, sticks and just made up arrows. So if they didn't hunt with the bow and arrow, they couldn't eat. But now it's turned to where it's more of a hobby. Others are very serious about it, and for people to learn it, you learn discipline. That's one. Secondly, of course, coordination, balance, and also archery is a very mental sport. They have to learn how to focus very well because the aiming is just one of the factors in it. But the competition now, especially the way it's designed, forces our archers to be really mentally tough.
Coach Nino, you mentioned competition, and we had Andrea Robles, one of our top archers here in the country, on the show. And during my interview with her, one of the things I learned was that archery is one of the sports that is often overlooked. Do you feel that with the opening of CV Archery, it creates more awareness so that in the future, it won't be as overlooked as what the current state is right now?
Yes, well, the reason when I approached Ortigas about CV Archery, or at the time just archery, the goal was to find a venue which was open to everyone. Because with archery, a lot of clubs are around, but they're exclusive. If you're not a member, you can't shoot there, that sort of thing. Others go to the malls, which are very limited, which is indoor archery, which is really abroad, it's an off-season event. But archery is really an outdoor sport. So when I talked to them, they were open about this, and I said, what we need is something that's public. Well, anyone from anywhere in life can come out, try the sport. If they want to get serious about it, then we can help them move forward.
It's our first time, so please cut us some slack, Coach. And I know that you will also be giving us some tips and tricks on how to work the bow and arrow. So on that note, Anton, I'm gonna hunt you down.
Oh, wow!
And yeah, let's hop on the field. Okay.
There you go. Okay, and it goes. Better.
Guided by the Philippines national archery team coach, Nino, we wanted to see how we'd fare in this game of bow and arrow. Who do you think won? Let's find out.
Lower. There you go.
Wow! Did you see that? Guys, come on. Come on, first try. First try. Round of applause, guys.
There. 8.
Why does this seem harder than golf?
Okay, anytime. Oh, okay. Oh, 1 point short.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
You had a 10, you had a 9. Go anytime.
Erica finally claimed her victory in archery this round after losing to Anton during the Meta Motors race last time. But of course, improvement doesn't happen without critique, so we took this opportunity to ask Coach Nino his professional opinions.
Erica, Anton, you just finished your first archery lesson and your first shots. How do you find it?
It was hard, Coach. I mean, it was good that you were there as a guide, but like I said, it's something I've never tried before. I felt like you had to be very firm with your form and all, and it's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
I loved it. On the other hand, I get the same high when I play tennis. When I hit that ball in tennis, and then when I release the bow, the arrow, sorry, I get that same feeling, that adrenaline rush also, and I loved it. I mean, it was my first time, but I get the same adrenaline and the same high as from when I'm playing my favorite sport.
Great, that's fantastic. We hope to see you here again.
We will. Well, trust me, I will be back here again, Coach Nino. But what advice would you give starting archers?
Advice is get proper lessons immediately, because sometimes if they don't start well, then bad habits develop.
Right.
But unfortunately, you guys didn't have that.
Coach Nino, congratulations again on the opening. Kindly invite everybody to come out here to Circulo Verde and check out CV Archery.
We'd like to invite everyone here to Circulo Verde and CV Archery to try out the sport of archery. It can be just for stress relief, it can be just for fun, but if you're a more serious person, it can be something you can compete in. Okay, and win medals for the country if you want to. And of course, here at CV Sports Hub, we've got other sports which you can enjoy also. But I prefer archery.
Once again, Coach Nino, thank you so much for having Anton and I. And that wraps up today's really fun episode in archery. You guys, again, check it out in this incredible space. Till the next, keep it locked in here on
The Scorecard! Well, I must say congratulations to Erica for getting the win in archery. Nakabawi ka, Erica, but I'm very excited to see what we're gonna try next, because this time I'm coming back. I'm coming back and taking the win. All right, when the scorecard returns, we will look into the upcoming NBA matchups. So you can keep your eyes on the prize.
Magandang gabi, ako po si Pinky Webb. At ako naman si Corina Sanchez Rojas.
Kombinasyong Corina Sanchez Rojas at Pinky Webb. Dalawang babamahayag na subok sa tapang at talino.
Simulcast tayo sa DWAR, Abante Radyo at 94.7 Mellow BFM.
Mapapanood din tayo sa Abante Teletabloid sa SkyCable. Sa bawat issue may anggulo at ang balita may agenda.
Every morning,
We won't mention
let's start your day right and laugh with fun. Join Paulo Del Rosario
So excited to bring it all here for you.
and Asis Carillo.
Always a pleasure sharing our mornings with you. Don't forget, wherever this day takes you, choose joy and spread kindness.
And Monique Tuzon.
Your mornings are mo fun with us. Join us in the next hour for stories and conversations that matter.
Only here on
It's a Beautiful Day!
Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. We'll break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge you need to stay ahead of the game. All right, folks, here we go. Let's talk about Luka Doncic and what we can expect for him tomorrow in their matchup against the Utah Jazz. This is his second game in a Laker uniform. Look, Luka, he's one of those generational guys who can do a little bit of everything. We just saw him in his Lakers debut, and while he didn't exactly set the world on fire, you could see it. The vision is there. The chemistry with LeBron. The way he sees the game a step ahead of everyone else. He's got that Larry Bird-esque ability to manipulate defenses, and even when he's not shooting well, he still dictates everything. That's what separates the great ones. Now, let's dive into his expected production for this game. In the first game, limited minutes. This time, we are looking at a points line of 20 points. He only had 14 in his debut. Now that seems about right because he's still been working his way back from injury. But let's be real, this guy at 100%, or even when he's not 100%, he can score whenever he wants. The only question is whether the Lakers will need him to go off. With Austin Reeves dropping 22 points the other night and LeBron still doing LeBron things, Luka doesn't really have to carry the full load just yet. And with that being said, we know how he operates. He starts feeling out the game. He gets his teammates involved. And then in the third quarter, he suddenly got it. 25 points without even breaking a sweat. Assists, we're looking at 7.5, which is also the sweet spot for Luka. The Lakers are playing better. A much better offensive pace with him on the floor. His passing should be a factor, especially against a Utah defense that's been shredded lately. Rebounding naman, 5.5. Interesting. Luka is one of the best rebounding guards in the league. We know he's got that triple-double DNA, so if the game flow allows it, he'll be around the glass. And speaking of triple-doubles, you never count it out with Luka. He's one of those guys who can put up a casual 25, 10, and 10 without even trying. But in this case, it might not even be necessary. The Lakers should be in control of this game, and if things get out of hand early, well, you might see him take a more relaxed role in the fourth. Overall, this is a game where you can expect Luka to be efficient, smart, and in command. The Jazz don't really have an answer for him defensively, and if he gets hot from three, unlike last game where he shot 1 for 7, it's going to be a long night for Utah. Either way, the Lakers are rolling, and Luka is just getting started. If this is what he looks like, easing his way in, imagine what's coming when he's fully locked in. And that wraps up tonight's preview, so you can keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From a quarterback who led the Philadelphia Eagles to victory in Super Bowl 59, Jalen Hurts. He said this: "I had a purpose before anyone had an opinion." That thing is still true. That is why he is now a Super Bowl champion. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on the Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Billionaire News Channel. This has been Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.